right, I think we're ready to go.
Yep.
It was North American Dogman Project Team Talk.
How you doing, guys? Dave and I wanted to get with you to kind of give you another update on what's going on from the last video that we sent out. Right now what we're doing the overhaul that we talked about when it comes to the organization itself. And one of the things that we did, we're putting a chart out, and you'll be able to see the chart, what we're talking about. So what we have at the chain of command at the top is the NADP headquarters, okay, which is basically Dave and I and Adam Davies and Mitch Erdebeck. So we're at the top, okay, so then we'll come down through the chain of command, which would be our operations director. The operations director is one that's basically taking charge of our field operations, media operations, anything like that. Okay, they take care of all that stuff for us. Also part of the chain of command is our historian. And the historian basically is documenting everything that's coming in, all the sightings, newspaper articles, everything, and cataloging it. So we have the documentation, and so it's out there for everybody to see. So what we did also, when you look at the chart, there is a special response team, which I'll get into that in a minute. But also what we did, we came up with, is that we're doing our regional directors. The United States is broken up into 5 regions, and each region will have a director. That director will be over all of everybody that's in their region. So if you are an investigator, we need to know you're an investigator. If you're just a researcher for the North American Dogman Project, we need to know that too. We need you just as bad as we need the investigators. We need people out there surfing the internet, looking for Dogman related articles, stories, sightings, reports, anything. We need all that so we can document everything that's out there, catalog it, everything, so we have some type of ideal on, are these things more active in winter than summer than winter, day and a night, that kind of information. We need to know all of that. So we are still looking for regional directors for the Northeast, Southwest, and the Southeast. And you'll see the chart of the United States where it shows where they're broken off. And then basically, if you're a regional director, the regional director is in charge of everybody, state reps, and then below the state reps, which is the teams. Okay, so if you are a state rep, we need you to be proactive. Be in contact with your people. Find out what your people are doing when they're out in the field. Get out there in the field with them. Make sure your people are doing an investigation correctly. Make sure that they're doing the documentation on the reports, that everything's going to the state rep. From the state rep, it goes to the district director. From the district director, it comes to us. So what's going to happen here is that any information that comes out goes to the district directors. The district directors will look at it, find out if there's anything more that needs to be added into it, and then it will go to the state representatives and the investigators and researchers under those state reps. Okay? So if there's an issue, say, with the state rep, between a researcher or an investigator, if you're not getting things done with the state rep, you can go to the district director and take it up with that district director. I understand people have jobs, they have families, we understand that. You can't be constantly doing what you're, out in the field and stuff, but we definitely need proactive here. And we'll get into why here shortly. Now, the special response team. They're going to, right now there's one team, okay, and we're looking at doing a second team. And what that special response team is, you have your coordinator, the chief coordinator. Then you have your assistant coordinator. Then you have your response team investigators. Within there, you have your tech individual, your video audio guy that's documenting everything. And then you have your media coordinator. The media coordinator is basically the person that's going to be talking to the media. And what the special response team is, in a hypothetical situation, let's say on Fox News or CNN or something like that, something popped up, there was a Dogman type sighting, it just happened, multiple witnesses, maybe livestock was killed, just anything out of the ordinary that is Dogman related that just boom happened to me, national news. We're going to get a special response team out there on the field quick as possible. Okay, now we understand people are spread all around, and it's kind of hard to do, but we're looking into finding ways to fund it, to make sure that if there is something big, people can get to that spot. In the future, we may have 5 special response teams, 1 for each district. But with that being said, this is something you're going to have to qualify for. It's not something that's just going to be given to someone. You have to earn it. You have to, there's going to be a test that you're going to have to take for this responsibility. We have to make sure that you are out there in the field, active, proactive. You're doing your reports. You're sending your reports in. You're doing your job. You're showing us you have the instance, of doing this. And we want the best of the best out there, and the most people who are going to be proactive out there doing this job. And when it comes to the test, it's this is time coming. We're working on that, but there's also going to be a test for regular investigators. Okay, we want everybody qualified. We do have a field journal or field manual that's out. At this point, with everything going on, this is basically obsolete. We have to do a second edition in order to update everything that's going on, because things are changing quick and fast. And when you do the investigators test, it's going to come out of the manual. When you do the quick response team test, it's going to be out of the manual, and it's also going to be another type of informational outlet where it's going to come from also. And we'll give you more information about that. We do have a logo, which you'll see for the special response team. That will be the logo. We have patches that you would actually get a patch, when you qualify, so you'll be able to wear the patch. Let's see. Is there anything else that we need to put out to anybody?
I can't think of anything. It's just the reorganization of it, and this is going to be great.
Yeah, things are looking. The reason why we're getting to the way we're getting and changing things. Dave and I are going to put out another video here, hopefully within a month. I
hope so.
And we're going to explain to you why something huge is going to happen. Okay,
it's getting good, folks.
It's getting really
good.
Good.
We're getting the attention that we didn't expect, but we are getting it. So we're going to take it and run with it and make sure that we can accomplish our goals.
And we'll explain to you on what's going on, and you'll understand why we have to be proactive and why we need to be visual, responsible, and visual professional. Okay, and you'll understand that why, because we're going to be looked at by a great deal number of people. Right now we're up to what, 300?
372.
And
members and researchers, or I'll change that to researchers and investigators.
Instead
of members.
Correct.
And researchers, we'll do researchers and investigators. So
we just got a foreign country Scotland?
Oh, the guy from Ireland.
Ireland. We just got
He's gung-ho. He's like, he hasn't heard of any sightings in Ireland, but he's gung-ho about coming on board and helping out wherever he can, if it's just researching or anything. It's so cool. We got like 2 more from Australia. So we have, I think, 10 investigators out of Australia. So, Jesus.
Yeah, we're getting a lot of foreign countries wanting to be a part of this, which is great. Great. It's amazing because it just goes to show you how widespread, is this phenomenon, and it's getting picked up by everybody. Hawaii. We just got a Hawaii chapter, which is awesome. They haven't had any sightings in Hawaii, but the interest is there. And what's so great about it, these are military families in Hawaii that started this chapter, and it's great. And, if we ever have a national conference, that's where it's going to be, Hawaii.
Let's do it.
So things are looking up good. And I'm telling you, and you're going to be, when we put this video out, you're going to be jumping up in there saying, hell yeah, and stuff. It's that good.
And we just, like we were saying before, we discovered that our visibility now we're basically on the world stage.
Yeah.
And we had people monitoring us that we didn't know were monitoring us, and they contacted us, and so we're working to...
Yeah. I mean, the fact that the hits that we're getting on the website, we're averaging... a little over 20,000, hits a month, which is good, which is really, really good.
And that's for right now. It's snowballing for sure.
Yeah.
It's hard to keep up with the emails that are coming in for new members and just people asking questions.
Right.
Let alone our message board. We were going to scrap it, but we decided to keep it. We have I think at least 5 or 6 global moderators out there now trying to handle the influx of all the new members out there, the people just asking questions or reporting sightings, and it's a lot of information coming in. And like I said, we do have our lady Jessica out of North Carolina who is going to be working on analytics, like he was saying, so we know what time of day these sightings are happening, where exactly they're happening,
exactly,
and what type of Dogman or descriptions and all that stuff's going to be put into some sort of form, and we're going to just feed it back up online so you can get an idea, a real good idea of where all the hot spots are and what they're seeing and all that stuff. It's coming. It's really coming.
And we're going to be in October. We'll be in a really good article in Skill Set magazine in October about the North American Dogman project, which is awesome. People are reaching out to us. They want to know more. They want to know what's going on, with the Dogman phenomenon. And it's just, it's just so overwhelming. We're literally going to have to hire a staff just to help out, just to go through everything that's out there. The amount of reports that we're getting a day is just so overwhelming, and
we're trying to get the latest and best information out front,
right?
Because we, as like Wes Germer says, I don't have one in my garage that I can show you and tell you everything about it. We don't have one. We don't have a body, so we're trying to get the best information as soon as possible and get it put out so everyone can go from there, take that information and just keep pushing it until we've got one in our garage.
Exactly. Another thing too, if you guys have ideas, don't hesitate to notify us of it.
Absolutely.
The best way to get a hold of Dave and I is on Facebook. You can send a message through the website. It may not get to us right away, but contact us on Facebook. That is the best way to get a message to us, or leave a message on the North American Dogman Project Facebook page, and we'll get with you.
Yeah. Also, if you want to hit the NADP reports at gmail.com, I check that 100 times a day.
Yeah.
Because that's the main feed where all the submission sightings come in at, and all the new members, and anything important comes into that directly. So.
Yeah, definitely. Any ideas if how to make the North American Dogman project better? We are looking for artists. People are really good at drawing. We're looking for people who are really, really good at any type of video animation,
audio, video. Anybody with specialties. I know there's guys out there. Got a gentleman in Canada who's a professional web designer. If you have ideas about the website to make it better and more professional, let me know. We can hook up and work on this together.
Yeah,
that would be amazing, because it's hard for just him and I to try and do all this and get all this information put out and get it quality and exact, and we're just we're swimming.
Right, and the thing with the artists and the people who can do video animation and stuff, the main reason why we want that is, if you're able to donate your time, for the organization, there's certain stories we would like to put out in that type of form, so people have a really good understanding looking at them, especially like, example, like the Massacre at LBL. People know the story, but if we had a visual of it, not the blood and guts, but just a visual of it, what took place, then people have a better understanding of what's going on. Dogman Narratives, Jeff, he's a real good friend of mine. He did, some stuff for us that's going to be on our next documentary. But he's just so overwhelmed with the stuff that he's putting out, and he wishes he could put more time.
I wish we could hire him full time.
Yeah,
because he could knock it out of the park.
Yeah, knock it out of the park. But if you guys, any of you are able to do this, please let us know. You'll get full credit for everything. But we just, like I said, we just want to be able to put stuff out visually so people have a better understand on what is going on. So, like I said, we just wanted to reach out to you, kind of explain to you, let you look at the chain of command chart, the special response team. When we start getting things set up for the second team, we'll start putting the fillers out to everybody, getting you qualified for this. It's going to be great. And like I said, our goal is to have at least one team in each district. That way, if something happens, they're on the spot. They're there. They're handling it. And like you said, we need, someone who is a good talker, someone who can stand up with the media for the media person, someone who's willing to take command in the field, the investigators to do their, job in the field, tech people. We need all that for the teams. And if you feel that you have the qualifications for us, by all means, make sure you let us know. So when we start doing this, we can see who's there and who's ready to do this. And like I said, we'll put a copy of the picture of what the patch looks like. It's really nice, So, please keep in touch. Let us know your ideas. We're going to try and put as many of these videos out as possible to give you guys updates. If you have any questions whatsoever, don't hesitate to ask. So absolutely. I think that's about everything.
I think we're good.
But like you said, we in a month hopefully we'll be able to tell you a little bit more.
Show you, some more stuff.
Some more stuff here.
About to get really, really
amazing. It's going to be hopping.
Folks, hit the field, get out there.
Yeah.
Do some
get
interviews,
proactive.
Talk to people. Go into those towns and go to the local watering hole and just talk to people. Talk to the locals, see what they know, or if they've, it's the way to do it.
You're not going to get answers unless you ask.
Absolutely.
So,
cheers, everybody.
Have a good one, bro.
We'll see you.